Welcome back to my channel. This is Hiranmay Goswami and I am a full stack developer and mentor. Today I would be helping you with how to create a quiz system. So this particular blog and this particular video is actually to help to create this type of stuffs for the class 10 ICSE students to create their computer projects for quiz system. So if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, hit the bell icon to get the latest updates, and I would be helping you with the project that you are going to build in fraction of minutes. Let's start. So if you are new to this channel, I have also said in the previous videos as well that before solving any particular problem, you have to first identify what is the problem. Before you want to solve that, you have to understand what is the problem that it is going to address, right? So the problem statement here is that suppose someone has said you that you have to create a quiz contest which will ask the users or the participants some set of questions, and the program would be intelligent enough to check whether that particular questions are right or wrong. If it is correct, then it would count that this particular answer is correct, and if it is wrong, then it would also mark and calculate the score, whichever it is correct, then only the correct questions would be multiplied with the weight of each question, and then they can calculate the score. If there is negative marking, then there would be some negative marking logic as well. But in this project, to create simplicity and maintain that, we have done what we have done. We have not included the negative marking concept. So the problem statement is we have to design a quiz contest program that would ask the students or the participants who are going to give the quiz contest, participate in that. They would be asked the set of 25 or more questions, and then the score would be calculated by the program and it would print the scorecard. And in this process, the program would be intelligent enough to take some inputs from the users like the name, the section and all those stuffs, and the program would be taking that using console input. You can take some notes, you can pause the video and take some notes and move over. So while explaining each of the slides, there would be certain concepts that I am going to explain you that would be very much helpful for you for the Viva questions. So please hear it very minutely, take some notes, pause the video, watch it over and over, and prepare yourselves for the Viva questions, because external invigilators are going to come and they will ask some questions about the project. So you have to understand what is the code, why you have done this, what is this one, what is that one, everything. Let's move over to the next slide. So what are the things what we have used in our program is we have used a menu driven program. We have done a menu driven program actually using some choice driven approach. So choice driven approach means there would be a set of options printed over in the screen, and the user can choose among them and give the console input, that is the choice, and based on that choice the program would be utilizing the logic based on that choice. Every choice would have a separate indication and separate operation. So this is the choice driven approach. Okay, and another thing is that here in this particular use case, the quiz system, what is the choice driven part? So the choice driven part is that we would be posting the questions, right? Suppose what is the capital of India? So there would be 4 options, A, B, C, D. So these are the options and the user has to choose among them. Suppose option A is Delhi, option B is Kolkata, option C is Chennai, option D is Bangalore. So option A is the correct one. The program knows, but the user does not know the answer. What is the correct answer? He would predict what is the correct one, and our program would check that whether he or she is correct or not, right? So among the 4 options, the user will press any of the A, B, C, D. So that is the choice, user choice, and that user choice would be read by our program, and our calculations for the scorecard would run in the background. And then again the next question would be printed. Again the user would press in one option. Again the next question. So here 25 questions would be processed likewise, and then the program would calculate the score accordingly. And then it would ask, do you want to continue for the next participant? If the user presses yes, then again everything would be erased, and then again the next question, the next contest would start for the next user. So this particular process is actually running in indefinite number of times, right? Indefinite number of times. It is not predictable that how many persons are going to come and give the exam or the quiz contest or participating in the quiz contest, right? So what we have done, we have put all the logic inside a while loop, that is an infinite loop. See, in the code snippet I have shared in the slide, I have put the condition as true. That means that the loop would be executing infinitely, but that is not desirable. We have to stop it. Otherwise it would go on completely it would be uncontrolled way. So to stop that loop, what we have done, we have used a if condition and a break statement. Like suppose if the user presses yes, then it would continue to the next participant, but if the user presses no, then it would terminate the program. So that is the condition. User input is no, then break statement will be executed, it would stop the program. So that is the infinite loop exit controlled by user choice. Means the user would be controlling whether to exit the loop or not. So it is exit is controlled by the user based on the choice. So that's why it's an infinite loop exit controlled by user choice. You can pause the video, take some notes and proceed likewise. So another thing that we have used a console input, right? So the program would be run once and it would be in the terminal window. Whatever we are doing, we are putting the input, pressing enter, we are interacting with the program in the console window only, terminal window. So from that the inputs are coming to our program. So there would be someone who will be transporting that and bringing that to our program, like a messenger, like a postman. So how it is achieved in Java, there are two classes. One is a BufferedReader, another one is the scanner class. So these two classes, what they help to do, they help to take console inputs. And in our project we have used BufferedReader. BufferedReader is also a class that is contained in the IO package. IO package is the input output package. What are packages? Packages are set of classes, like they are like folders where there are many files, and these files are the Java classes. They are already provided by Java, just we have to import that using import statement. Like when you see the source code, you would see that the first line is import java.io.star. That means we are importing all the classes. .star means all the classes from that package IO. So this is the code, the syntax for using or declaring a BufferedReader object, and that we would be using to take console inputs. And another thing is that we have also used a file reader object in this particular program or project, because the question set, the questions, the options, the answer of the 25 questions, this would be copied and they will be written in a txt file. Okay, so in this project there will be two files. One is the Java program, another one is the txt file. This txt file is the question, answer and the option set. From that our program would read the questions from there, the options, the answers from that file, and they would print in the console window. So our program is taking input from the console window and it is also reading input from the file also. So two things are working, and one is the BufferedReader, another is the file reader. And to read a file we have to use the file reader object, that is also a class. And how to create, the syntax is just in front of your screen. So it is new file reader and the file name .txt. The file name you can change, like whatever you think of, that you can change that, but make sure that that file name is you are using in your Java program also. And also make sure that the folder where you are copying these two files, Java class and this txt, they should be in the same folder. Okay, in the same folder. And all those things what I have discussed so far now, that is also written. I have written the blog post in this online study smart.com. This is actually the website that I have built, that is actually meant for creating an open source development community to help young coding enthusiasts to start their journey in open source development. Open source development, you search it in Google, you will know what is that. It's the most trending and hottest concept for coding or the aspiring developers and software engineers. So you can start your journey from there. Now let's start. The source code is here. So see, I have the same, means in the same folder I have the txt file and the quiz system. Let me first show you the txt file. So this is the txt file. The first line is the question, then followed by the next line the options are there, and then I have the question answer. Same thing repeated for all the questions. There are many questions here. Okay, so first line is the question, second line is the options, and the last one is the answer set. And our program would be using this file. So the name of the file is quiz_quest.txt, and in the source code also we would use the same file, like this one. In the file reader, new file reader, I have used the same file name. Okay, so this is the program, and we are using a BufferedReader object that would help to read from the console, and we are using a file reader object that would help to read from that files. Now all this particular logic is contained in a giant while loop. That while loop is an infinite loop, and it can only be controlled by the user to stop. Like it can only be stopped when the user enters the choice yes, like this one. This is the part which controls the exit. like it would ask, do you want to close this quiz contest? Then if the user presses yes, if the choice is yes, equals ignored case means if the choice is yes, then it would continue to the next participant. But if the user presses no, there are no one, you can stop the program, then it would break the loop. Break statement is actually a jumping statement, and continue is also a jumping statement, but they both act oppositely, because continue moves to the next iteration and the break statement jumps the control outside the loop. It stops the loop, okay, terminates the loop. Now inside that, first what we have done, we have printed that what are the rules, like each question carries 2 marks, there is no negative marking, and so and so. And then we are asking the name of the participant, the standard, which class this participant is reading, the section, and all those things are taken as console input, okay. Then we are asking that do you want to continue to the contest. If the user presses yes, so it is going to the contest now. So I am reading the lines from that file. This loop is actually responsible for that, and then I am reading that line, the question, the options, and then the answers. Then I am printing the question followed by the option, and I am asking the user to enter the correct option, right? And then what I have done, I have input the choice that the user has input, and I am checking whether that is correct or not. If that answer is correct, then I am increasing the correct variable ++, and if it is wrong, I am counting it is a wrongly answered. So I have used 3 variables. One is the score, one is the correct number of questions answered, and the wrong number of questions answered. So all I am counting. So this loop is responsible for that quiz contest. And then do you want to close this contest? Before that, what we are doing, we are printing the scorecard. So in the scorecard method, what we have done, we have printed the details of the student, and also we have printed how many questions is correct and how many is wrong, and what is the score of that particular user. And then we are asking whether you want to continue to the next participant or you want to terminate that one. So that is all about this particular quiz contest program. You can take some snapshots to study the code, and if you have some queries, you can post the comments in the comment section, and then you can move over to the next part. So now I would be running this code and I would be showing you the output. Make sure you put these 2 files in the same folder, and then I am running this one. In the terminal window, I would be able to see the output. So this is the quiz competition, and there are no negative marking, and all those rules are also here. Name of the participant is this one. I have taken the input, what is standard, +12, section A. Now do you want to start the quiz? Yeah, I am very much interested. So now it is saying, what is the capital of Italy? Berlin, Rome, Denmark, Geneva. Its capital is Rome. Berlin. Italy, Rome. Rome is B. That option B. Now, who is the CEO of Intel? I might give some wrong, so don't mind. So let's see. So I have answered all the questions. There were quite a lot of questions here, and then my scorecard is printed over here. My name, my standard, my section is also printed over here, and they have also notified that how many correct answers I have given and how many wrong answers I have given, and also the score 18 to 36. So my score is 36. If I want to close the session, I want to press N or any other key. If I want to press Y, then it would erase everything, and then again it will start over. But to copy this, you can for your project purpose, you select everything and copy the output. Okay, copy the output and then you paste it in the Word document and do your project. But I will show you how, if I press Y, what happens. It would erase everything and start for the next participant. So what is the code that is responsible for erasing everything and starting over for the next participant? That is done with the help of this \F. Pretty easy. It's just a escape sequence character which erases everything in the terminal window and starts for the next iteration. It erases everything behind and then it pastes everything that we write after afterwards. Okay, so this is the part that is coming now. So that's pretty much about the computer program. I have made the quiz system. You would get the source code and all the related stuffs and all the related documentations, everything you would get in the www.studysmart.com. Go over there, study in the blog section. You would find quite a lot of number of projects I have done. You will start over from the one you are working on. Suppose you want to work with the quiz contest, so you click on that and read from there. You get everything from there. So it takes a lot of time to create this type of stuff, and I have created this blog for you, just for you to get the free knowledge. I know that many people are trying to do business with this, but that's not intended. Knowledge is always free, and it needs to get enlightened, because our country now needs a lot of software developers and IT geeks. So study from there, and you can also join our development community and take part in coding contests or any type of discussions or workshops. You can contact us from there, and please subscribe the channel, because it takes a lot of time to create these stuffs, creative content. Apart from all the things what we are doing and taking some time to create a stuff for you, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, get latest content at your news feed. Thanks, bye. Meet you in the next video.